What's up, my people? How you guys doing? Today is an amazing day. Alright guys, so there is a video that I was recommended by one of you guys to react to, and what I'm gonna do today is literally react to it. I like to react to all types of videos, so if you have any cool video, anything that you want me to look at personally, I'll go ahead and look at it for you. You know, this from what I've seen, it's a little bit of a controversial topic, but I'll do my best to keep my biases aside, keep my own opinions aside, look at it from an objective perspective. Okay, so let's look at this video, let's talk about this. Hopefully nobody gets offended, but we'll see.
What are we doing here? And where are we gonna go? It's like we just woke up one morning and then it's welcome to the show. Don't ask any questions, just go with the flow. Make as much money as you can and try your best not to get broke. Copy everything you see on the TV, from the hairstyles to the clothes, and don't think too often, just do exactly as you're told. And if you ever get confused, then just turn towards the alcohol. You'll still hear your thoughts. Right. Then just turn up the radio as you learn to live a lifestyle of drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Okay. But in all honesty, I just need to know, is there more to the cycle than growing and getting old? Living and dying just to leave behind a happy home and a whole lot of property that somebody else is going to own. I just really need to know before the casket's closed, 'cause I'm not willing to gamble with my soul, nor am I ready to take any chances. These are just simple life questions and I'm just searching for some answers. Like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Okay, now we're getting into the religious aspects of things. Interesting. I won't go into depth on what I think until after. Let's just keep watching, let's see what happens, but I got some opinions on this.
What is our purpose? How did we get here, and who made us so perfect? And what happens once we go, or is this world all really worth it? Questions we don't answer because apparently we don't really have to. There's no purpose to this life and our existence is merely natural. Then in that case, please let me ask you, did you create yourself, or was it somebody else who had fashioned you? 'Cause you're a being that's impeccable, faultless and unparalleled. You're a product of supreme intelligence and I'm merely being rational. Science tries to justify that all this could come from none, when it's a simple sum. 0 plus 0 plus 0 cannot possibly ever give you 1. So from where did all this order come? But everything has its origins, a maker, a creator of its own. I mean, the only reason you're watching this video is because somebody had to press upload. So we can believe in the Big Bang, but I'd rather believe in He who caused it to explode. Allah, the creator of everything, along with every single soul. The ever-living, the master, the only one who is in control. Unlike his creation, beyond our imagination, and no, he's not a man nor does he...
I like this guy's voice. He speaks with passion. I see what he's trying to say. It's very powerful. Very well made though. Very well made.
Do you have any partners in association? He's on his own. And no, he did not ever leave us alone. Just like every manufacturer, he left us with an instruction manual. The Quran and Islam, and I'm sorry to jump to conclusions, but it's the only one possible. The only definition of God is the one and only supreme being. It's logical. A book with 0 contradictions, with miracles that are both scientific and historical. All revealed over 1400 years ago. Like the detailed description of the human embryo.
The descriptions of the human embryo in the Quran cannot be based on scientific knowledge in the 7th century.
To the mountains as pegs holding firm the earth below, and the 2 seas that don't mix in a complete separate flow. To the planets in orbit, alternating night and day as they stay in flow. The gushing fluid that created man in the glands between the ribs and the backbone. boom.
Making a strong statement. It's a very well made video. I mean, it's very well made. It's a lot of emotion in it.
Not a word has changed, it's still the same. So please explain how all this was known over 1400 years ago to a man who couldn't read or write, as he would recite whatever the angels spoke. And if you still don't believe, please try to come up with something that's even close. But you can't, so we took God as a mockery and his messengers as a joke.
Muhammad could not read or write. How somebody who can't read or write gonna start a religion?
Dismissed his scriptures as legends and tales of the ancient folk as we live life according to our whims, desires, and hopes. Saying this life is the only home we will ever know. We will live then die, then simply turn to bones. YOLO! Correction, after the grass dies, the rain arrives and it regrows, and Allah promises to do the same thing to your very soul and bring you back from your very fingertips to your toes, as the all-seeing supreme being watches us so close, and we are surely being tested. And if you disbelieve, read. And don't let that day be the first day you find out what your life really means. Read.
Thank you for the person that suggested this video. I don't really like to do any controversial topics, you know what I'm saying? I like to turn up, I like to watch videos that are, you know, entertaining, but it's good occasionally, you know? Give me the videos, anything that you want me to watch, I'll react to it. But in terms of this, I'll tell you my opinion. Anyone who believes in anything has to have a basis on why they believe something. He has a strong basis. I mean, what he's basically saying is that it's illogical for all of this to come to existence out of nowhere, as scientists say, and everything be so perfect, as well as a book able to explain in such detail things that would be impossible to explain, that there being some other force, something more, bigger than us, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. But before we jump into conclusions, I just want to say this real quick. Everyone has their own opinions on things, everyone has their own views on certain things. A counter argument for any of these things is, I know you believe this with passion, I know you believe this with emotion, but there's certain people out there that need absolute certainty. You know what I'm saying? Absolute certainty of things. Certainty. And that's one thing that we'll never have the answer. That's one thing that we'll never be for sure of. That absolute certainty of this being right or this being wrong in terms of religion. I honestly, in my personal opinion, I think it makes no sense that out of nowhere we just pop into existence and there not have to be some creator that made everything around us so perfect. So there has to be something, in my opinion. But I can completely understand the counter argument for that, and that is, we don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these types of topics, I don't like to clinch in too much on. I see certain examples of people that are doing terrible things because they want others to believe what they believe. But you also have to keep in mind that everyone else has their own reasons for their own perspectives. Everyone has their own reasons to do what they do, to act the way they act, to think the way they think. So I don't want to go into this depth. Like, it goes in depth, you know what I'm saying? You can have an argument for this and you can spend hours upon hours, and I don't want to bring that too much of that. So all I can say, I find it completely reasonable and understandable, and it is completely logical why someone would believe this. But I wouldn't go as well and go so in depth and let the fact of something that we don't know for absolute certainty, the fact that everyone around us doesn't know for absolute certainty, make us be in such a despairing state. But if you are this type of person and you are letting that consume you and not letting you live because everyone around you is not believing the same thing as you believe in, at the end of the day, that's just affecting you personally, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna consume you. So don't let it consume you. Believe what you believe regardless what anyone else thinks, regardless what the world or anyone else is around you saying. Genuinely go out, accept with absolute certainty. If you are 100% sure in your own heart that what you think is true, that's all that matters. In terms of my opinion doesn't matter at the end of the day. All that matters is what you think. So Anyway, I wanted to freaking turn up, bro. Like this, it goes into like more in-depth stuff. This is more like critical thinking, inclusion. But if you want me to do more of these videos, I'll do them. So send videos my way. Send cool videos my way that I can watch. If it's turn up, I'll react to it. If it's not turn up, and it's more like in-depth knowledge and it goes more in-depth on things, I'll watch it as well, bro. So just keep it coming, guys, okay? Sorry about the light situation. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. A lot more videos. If you want me to react to anything, make sure you comment down below, and I'll do my reaction to it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. As always, my name is Ricky Alp3. I react to videos, I make vlogs, I make funny, entertaining content. And improve yourself, max out, always stay positive, and I shall see you guys later. Peace.
Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light.